Good afternoon.
Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this math lesson. This is day number 4, week 3 of our journey together. This is the last day of class for this week, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here. I must admit, the week, in my opinion, went by very quickly. And so Friday is tomorrow, and that means the weekend is right next door. What I want to do today is I want us to look over what we have done for this week. So don't start writing yet. I just want to show you all something. So this is what we did this week. On Monday, the topic was set definition, elements and types of sets. We gave the definition of a set. We gave examples of sets. We explained the proper way to write sets. We gave the definition of an element of a set. We explained what we mean by n of A, right? That means the number of elements in A. We also explained what we mean by element of and it's not an element of. We defined an empty set. We explained the different ways to write an empty set. We gave examples of sets and we gave examples of sets that are considered empty. We talked about what we mean by singleton set, and of course, we gave some examples on that. On Tuesday, we defined what we mean by the union of two sets. We explained the correct way to write the union of two sets. That's with the right side up U. And we explained how to determine the union of two sets. Remember when we talk about union of two sets, we do not include repeated elements. That's important. We also define the intersection of two sets. Then we explain the correct way to write the intersection of two sets using mathematical notation. And we explain exactly how to find the intersection of two sets given two sets written in roster form. That's when you listing it out, okay? So roster notation is when you list it out, like how we have it. That's like how we usually have the sets listed out. That's what roster notation is. And of course, on that day, we also introduced the concept of visualizing sets on the Venn diagram, but we did not go in depth with that. On Wednesday, which was yesterday, that's when we went in depth with Venn diagram on how do you visualize a set. And from a Venn diagram, we learned how to find the union. From a Venn diagram, we learned how to find the intersection. Using the Venn diagram, we learned how to calculate the number of elements in a set. And using the Venn diagram, we learn how to answer questions involving the element and it's not an element of. So that's what we did on Wednesday. Now today is Thursday and Thursday is quiz day. So I'm going to quiz you on everything we've done this week. That's what the day is, all right? So I hope that you remembered what you did. How you think you're going to do? Be honest with me. How you think you're going to do on this quiz? You think you're going to pass it? Or you think you're not going to pass the quiz?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass it.
You do pass. All right. All right.
I might get out.
You know what? Let me check. Put in the chat. What do you think? Pass or fail? Put it inside the chat. What do you think you're going to, how do you think you're going to do on this quiz? Are you going to pass it or fail it? I want everyone to answer. How do you think you're going to do on this?
Sorry, late.
All right, no problem, Tico.
I didn't even realize it was 6 o'clock.
It is 6 o'clock, so make sure if you can't remember, put a time on. Because class start promptly at 6, and I don't want you missing anything.
Yes, sir. You right now?
No, don't write this down. I'm just going over what we did. So yeah, put inside the chat. Do you think today is quiz day? Do you think you're gonna pass this quiz? Or do you think you're gonna fail this quiz? All right, everybody's today gonna pass it. Interesting. All right. Let's move on to English language. On English language, we did what we did in English. We did sentence fragments. We talk about the definition of sentence fragments. We explain how to identify a sentence fragment. Remember we talked about that sentence fragments should be avoided. Shouldn't use sentence fragments at all. We gave examples of sentence fragments. And then on Wednesday, which was yesterday, we explain how to write a body paragraph. And we talk about the topic sentence using supporting ideas and also having the concluding sentence. And I don't remember the guide I gave you. Last class, there was a guide I gave you yesterday on how exactly to structure it. You have your topic sentence, supporting idea, 3 examples based on that supporting idea. You have another supporting idea, 3 examples based on that supporting idea, and the third supporting idea, and 3 examples on that supporting idea, and then you do your concluding sentence, and that's a paragraph, right? It's a very in-depth paragraph. It's a very well-developed paragraph, but it's a paragraph nonetheless. And then that's English language. We did on English for this week. And then the sciences, what we did, health science, we did hygiene and health. As we were talking about what it means to be hygienic and the importance of hygiene to the environment. General science, we did animal kingdom, amphibians, vertebrates. And we learned that dolphins are what? Mammals or fishes?
Mama.
Mammals, right? And then for the humanities, that's what we're going to be doing today. Oh, I didn't put it. Humanities. Humanities, we're going to be doing social studies and religious studies. And for that one, we're going to be doing the Arawaks, and then we're going to be doing, what else? Oh, the plot against Jesus. So that's the lineup. That's what we have done this week. And the only thing we haven't done yet is the humanities. That's what we're going to do at 8 o'clock. But like I said, today is quiz day, so I'm going to quiz you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the quizzes in the chat. So I'm going to start off with the math quiz and the English quiz. I want everyone to do the math quiz. Then for the math quiz, there are 3 quizzes. One for Monday, the other one for Tuesday, the other one for Thursday. I'm sorry, I have the days on it. So the first quiz is going to be based on your notes on Monday. The second quiz is going to be based on your notes on Tuesday. The third quiz is going to be based on your notes on yesterday, which was Wednesday. Then English language, the first quiz is going to be based on what we did on Monday, which was sentence fragments. And the second quiz is going to be based on the notes that we did on yesterday. Now, all of these grades would be, when I do your term grade, I show it to your parents. I am going to show them. Yes, Atika.
I wouldn't be taking the social studies BJC.
That's fine. Then just do the math and the English quiz. All right.
Okay.
So it's not okay, Latika. I keep on telling you that. So I want everyone to do, I think most persons, if not everyone, most persons are doing math and English. So what that means is I want you to take the math and English quiz. And when I calculate the term grade and show it to your parents, I will be using these grades. So make sure you take your time and do this, then do these quizzes, all right? Take your time and do them. So I'm going to put them inside the chat. And once you've already started them.
Mr. Petit, turn into my phone, please.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Once you've already started it, please put started in the chat, all right? Okay, so that one he said he's only doing math, he's only doing English. So if you're only doing, okay. So please make sure to do these quizzes for me. Naya and Naya.
Good afternoon, Mr. P.
Right.
Can I be excused for a minute, please?
Yes, you can fix this.
Thank you.
Naya and Anna, I also want you all to do these quizzes as well. You all understand me? And
Yes, sir.
Lanaya, I want you to do these quizzes too.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
So once you have started, please put started in the chat. Please remember the passing grade is, how do you access the quizzes? You access the quizzes in the chat, all right? Please remember that the passing grade for this quiz, all my quizzes, the passing score is 80%. If you get less than 80%, that means that you did not pass my quiz. So make sure you strive to get above 80%, 80% and above, all right? All right, so there you have it. Please do all 3 quizzes. 3 for maths, 2 for English, right? And let me know when you finish because Once you finish, for those who are doing the other subjects, I have to give you all those quizzes as well. All right. Once you have started the quiz, please put started in the chat. Again, once you have started the quiz, please put started in the chat for me, please. I think Evanice, where's Evanice? Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I've already put it inside in the chat, but you don't see it. I've placed the quizzes that I need you to do. I'm gonna put them again inside the chat, and I need you to do them for me. They were based on what we did this week. All right. So please take these quizzes. Evanice, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Who else? No, this is the wrong thing. Sorry. Let me
Mr. Patel, this thing isn't loading up onto Google in the chat.
say it again.
It's not loading up.
It's not loading up. That means your Wi-Fi is not working properly. What if I send it to your phone?
Or I could try that like so.
Yeah, let me send it to your phone.
Mr. Petit, you have to put our email address.
Put your name, put your email address, just like how the thing said. That's why I have it there. Put your name and your email address. Shion, did I send it to you yet?
No, sir.
Okay, let me do that now. That's a very important point. Put your name and your email address. Jason Lewis. Never heard of that. Put your name and your email address, please. Full name. If you don't put your full name, it's gonna be impossible for me to know who you are. It's just gonna be an empty quiz with no name, and I don't know who to assign it to. So make sure I put your name. Ajani, where's Ajani? For those persons who just have arrived, we are doing the quiz. The quiz that is inside the chat. Ajani. Where's Ajani?
Yes, sir.
Do you see the quizzes inside the chat?
Yes, sir. I'm doing it.
Which one have you started?
Quiz number 1.
Yeah, please do all the quiz in order. Oh my goodness, I can't emphasize this enough. They are-
Good afternoon. Sorry, Mr. Petit, for being late. I just was wrong.
Okay, so what I'm doing, Santos, is I'm giving you quizzes for the day. If you notice inside the chat, you will see the quiz links. There are 3 math quizzes and 2 English quizzes. I need you to do that for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you see the quiz inside the chat?
Wait till she does.
Oh no, excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Do I have to do the English ones?
Yes, do the English one. You say you're not doing English, right?
Yes, sir. I'm not doing it.
So don't do that.
Okay. I guess I'll
It's not okay. It's okay. It's not okay.
I mean, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, please do the 3 math quizzes and the 2 English quizzes for me. Do all 3. Do all 3.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Sarah.
You said if we don't get above an 80, we fail.
Yeah, above an 80 is not a pass. I mean, sorry, lower than 80 is not a pass. So you have to get above 80. Let me see how the scores are. Let me see. So if you did not get, oh my goodness, if you don't get above 80, do it again, please. That's very important.
Oh, so we could try again if you want to.
Yes, you could try again. Make sure I get above 80. Once you get above 80, that's fine. All right. Also, once you finish the quiz, please put finish inside the chat, please. Kirkland, you got a 38, Julia. Let me check, see if you live.
Good day, Teach. How you doing?
Oh, that's a lot of down. Let's take it.
You remember me from yesterday?
Give me one moment.
Don't hear me now. Bad chance.
Give me one moment. Someone is out of class, not supposed to be there. Okay, I think he's gone, I think. I believe I remember. Okay, good. All right, so once you finish the first quiz, please put finish inside the chat. Once you finish the first one, all right? All right. So far, I see that Kirkland has finished the first one. That's the only one who finished the first one. Again, once you finish the first quiz, please put finished first link or first quiz. All right, let me know if you're finished the first one. Once you finish that. Remember, the passing score is 80, so make sure you get above 80% and above. That's what I want. So if you don't get an 80, you have to do it again.
Mr. P,
Yes, Kendrick?
you can put the quiz back in the chat for me, please.
Yes, I could do that. Destiny, you want me to put the quiz back in the chat as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me do that. So let me put the quiz back inside the chat. Again, once you finish the first quiz, please put finish inside the chat. Finish first quiz, so I can know that you're done. And then as you finish them, please put finish first one, second one, third one, whatever, so I can know what you finished. All right. Kendrick, do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Please take that quiz, Kendrick. Take the first one, take all 3 math ones and all 2 English ones. Make sure you get 80% or above. If you don't get 80%, then that means you need to do it again.
Yes, sir.
80% or above.
Can you see, Mr. Petit?
Yes, ma'am.
I get 3 over 20. What that is?
You get a what?
3 over 20.
Excuse me, sir.
I mean, I get 3 wrong with a 20. I get 3 wrong.
What did they tell you your thingam is?
They didn't give me the score, just give me that.
No, I mean like, no, I mean like, how much they tell you get out of 40?
Excuse me, sir.
For the maths, I get 3 wrong.
That's what I'm saying. How much they tell you? 3 wrong. That's should that be
17.
30? It's out of 40, so minus 6, 34. 34 out of 40, so 85. That's good.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Shai.
Number 6 on the first test is wrong.
Number 6 on the first test. Let me see. Number 6 on the first test. Let's say something.
As soon as I get 36 out of 40, does that count?
You get what?
36, 36 or 44, does that count? 40?
36 out of 40. That's 90.
Does that count?
That counts. Yes, that's good. Chai,
Yes, sir.
what do you mean number 6 is wrong?
It says which of the following sets has 5 elements?
Yes. Which one have 5 elements?
I thought it mean which one had the element 5 in it.
No, 5 elements. 5 elements are different.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, can you resend the links, please? I got kicked out of the meeting.
No problem. That's Adrian. Adrian, that's you.
Yes, sir.
You need to put your name. You can't put AJ Super. Who's AJ Super? I don't know who's AJ Super. I know Adrian. Make sure put your name in the slot in the put your name on the thing. All right. Okay. Anyone passed the first quiz yet? Finish. Remember, in order
Yes,
for you to
sir.
pass the first quiz, you have to get, let me see, 32 or the lowest you could get is a 32.
Excuse me.
Yes, Latalia.
Ooh, for my first quiz, I get a 34 out of 40.
You're lucky because a 34.
I just two. If I would have cried just now, I would have
Alright.
cried. Mr.
So-
Petit, I finished.
China, what did you get?
34 out of 40.
34. Good.
Mr. Petit, I'm done with the first quiz too.
Okay, what you got?
I got 40.
You got 40?
Yeah,
Oh my
so
You're not human.
Mr. Petit, I'm done with the first quiz too.
What you got, Chardonnay?
40.
What? No, man.
I ain't finished yet, Mr. Petit.
My quizzes are too easy, guys. Oh my. Naya, what you got in the first quiz? Naya, what you got in the first quiz?
38.
38. What? Oh wow. Siana,
Excuse me, I get a 36 out of 40.
36 out of 40?
Yes, sir.
On what this was? This is the
That's the 40, sir.
first one. Very good. That's a 90. Very good.
I done.
All right, done. Who says that done?
Xavier,
Avia, what you got?
36 out of 40.
36 over 40 on the first quiz or the second quiz?
The first one.
First one. Bailey. Bailey. Bailey, can you hear me?
Mr. Petit,
Yes, Colin.
I finished the quiz, the first quiz,
The first quiz, what you got?
40 out of 40.
40 out of 40. Very good, Colin. Remember, the lowest you could get is a 32. You can't get none lower than the 32. Yes, Sarah.
Excuse me,
Sorry.
Mr. Petit. I got a 36. I passed.
Yeah, 36 is a pass. Once you don't get lower than once you don't get lower than 32. Joseph. Joseph,
Yes, sir.
what quiz are you on?
I just reached, sir.
We are doing quizzes today. I put the quiz inside the chat. I need you to start them, please. I put 3 math quizzes and 2 English quizzes. You need to do that. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right. Dante, are you finished the first quiz yet?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes, Jalen?
I done with the first one. I got a 32 out of 40.
32 out of 40. That's exactly at 80%. You exactly pass.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Tia?
I got 40 out of 40.
Let's go. For the first quiz or the second one?
The first one.
Very good. So once you finish the first one, go on to the second one, please. Again, once you finish the first one, go on to the second one.
Mr. Petit, I get a 34 out of 40 on the first quiz.
Very good. Very good, Kaden. Let's go.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead, Kirkland.
For the third, this is the third test, right?
Yeah.
I did it, and I think something is wrong with which question is this?
Which question is?
9. The 9th question says, using this Venn diagram, is it true or false that 11 and 13 are elements of B? 11 and 13 are clearly in B. So I put true. It's true that it's in B. And it told me that the correct answer is false. So I think that just robbed me of my points.
No, it didn't rob you of your points. Dion.
It didn't?
Dion. There's Dion.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain them why it's not true?
For what question?
Number 9.
Because 11. Using the Venn diagram, is it true that or false that 11 and 13? Because it's only element of B. I can't remember now, Mr. Smith.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I probably know the answer, but I just can't remember it.
Kirkland, it's only going to be element of B if they are talking about one single item. All right. Only one single item at a time could be an element. You can't have a group of it being an element unless it is a subset of it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, in that case, I got an 18 out of 20.
All right. So that's the problem.
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
I get 36 with 40.
For the first one,
Mr. Petit.
one
Mr.
moment.
Petit.
One moment. Travis, I think that's your name.
Yes, sir.
Do you mean for the first one or the second?
The first one.
Very good. Yes. Someone is calling my name. I think that was Natalia.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I could do the work. I could do the task over, please.
Yes, we can. Can do it.
Okay.
Stop saying okay, Latika. That's getting
Excuse me,
irritating. I
Mr.
keep on telling you about that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Savannah.
I get 34 out of 40.
Very good. For the first one?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Mr. Petit, do we
Yes,
have to
Shannon.
tell you? Do we have to tell you every grade we get?
Yes. So once you finish the second one, just type in the chat.
Miss Petit,
Yes, Ebony.
mine's in loading.
It's your Wi-Fi. Let me send it to your phone. See if that works.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit. You can put it back in the chat for Olivia, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I get a 20 out of 20 on the second quiz.
20 out of 20 on the second one.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Very good. Ebony, so I'm gonna send it to your phone. I don't know why it's not loading. I think you have an internet issues. Is your Wi-Fi strong, Ebony?
Yes, sir.
And it's not loading? Oh, now it's supposed to be happening. Olivia, I'm gonna also put inside the chat for you as well.
Mr. Petit, I got 36 over 40.
Very good. Very good. Jevin, excellent. Excellent stuff. Good stuff.
I got it.
Hey, Mr. Petit, you could think up. You could put it back inside the thing up, inside the chat.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Mr. Petit, I got 40 out of 20. Does that count?
14?
Out of 20.
14 out of 20? What quiz is that? That's the second.
Second quiz.
14 out of 20?
Yeah, sir.
That's a 70. You can't get 14. You have to get 16, at least 16. So you have to do it again. Make sure you get 80 and above.
Yes, sir.
So if it's out of 40, you have to get 30. At least
Mr.
30.
P,
Yes.
I got a 38 out of 40.
Kedronique. That's for the first one or the second? The first one, right?
The first one. Yes, sir.
38. Very good. Very good. Y'all doing very good on this test.
I got 32 out of 40.
For the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Mr. Petit, I finished the second quiz. I got a 20 out of 20.
Very good. Sienna. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Very good. Second quiz, Calvin. What you got, Calvin?
Mr. Petit, but you could put it. You could send it to my WhatsApp.
Send it what's up. Send it what's up.
Yeah, all 2 quizzes, please. I just come in the meeting.
I sent all in the chat. I'm gonna send it to your chat. I want to send it to your WhatsApp now.
Oh no, I see it. My bad. I get do it. Thanks.
Remember, it's three math quizzes I need you to do, and two English quizzes based on what we learned this week.
Okay, all right. Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Chai.
Number 9 in the quiz 3 is wrong.
It's not wrong. You're wrong.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I get a 16 or the 20 on the last one.
That's a pass. It's 80.
I remember number 9 now.
You remember number 9 now, right? Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, may I go to the platform, please?
Yes, you can.
Mr. Petit.
Someone have a question?
The second quiz was easy.
Second quiz is easy. All right. Yes, sir.
I get an 18 or a 20 on the second quiz.
That's a
Mr.
90.
Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
I got a 36 over 40.
Let's go. Very good. That's 36.
Mr.
That's
Petit,
Oh,
I
yeah.
finished the third quiz. I got a 20 out of 20.
Shannon, you got a 20 out of 20?
Yeah, so
That's 200.
Mr. Petit, I finished the second quiz. I get 20 and 20.
20 out of 20. Very good. Darnik, quiz 3, 20 out of 20. Very good. Lanaya,
Yes, sir.
my genius.
Mr. Petit, this quiz got me sweating. I don't know why.
Well, if you got you sweating for good reason, at least you're getting it. Yeah, you're passing them solid. I don't know. I need to probably make this quiz harder.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
after we finish the math quizzes, we move on to the English.
Yes, after you finish the math quizzes, go to the English quizzes.
Okay. I mean, yes, sir. Sorry.
After you
Mr.
finish the
Petit, I
math
don't have to
quizzes-
do it over, right?
No, you don't have to do it over. You pass.
Miss Petit,
Yes, Garvin.
I got a 20 out of 20 on the last quiz.
On the third one. Okay,
That's it.
very good, Garvin. So go on to the English ones now. His name is Joseph.
I get 20 out of 20.
Very good. Very good.
Mr. Petit, you
Miss-
gotta go on to the next one.
You have, in order to go on the next one, what you have to do is you have to go to your chat. Look at your chat that I sent you. If you look at it, you have to go in quiz 2. You see quiz 2, the second link. So click on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Petit, for the last language test, I got what it called? A 16 out of 20. I need to take that again.
No, 16 is 80. Question, that's sentence fragments or
Writing a body paragraph.
how about for the first one?
Oh, and the first one I got a 20 out of 20.
Okay. So that's all 2. So you finished, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you see the message I sent you?
No, can you send it to my mother's phone, please?
What the name is
Mr. Petit, I say you try tricky.
well, once you see.
Excuse
All
me,
right.
Mr. Petit.
I sent it to your phone. I sent it to our phone.
All right, thank
Mr.
you.
Petit,
No problem. Yes, Latigo.
for the second one, I get 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's
Yes,
not out
sir.
of 10. It's out of 20.
Yes, sir.
That's good. Yes, Bailey.
Do I start the language quiz now?
Yes, once we finish the 3 marks, we do it like this.
Petit, 20 out of 20 on March number 3.
Very good. Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Yeah,
I got a 38 out of 40.
that's for the first one, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, perfect. And Joseph, where's Joseph? Joseph, are you there?
Mr. B, I got a
One
18
moment.
out of 20.
One moment. Let me talk to Joseph. Joseph. Joseph Calmer. Where's Joseph? This sister. Shekinah. Shekinah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, Joseph. Have you finished quiz 1 yet?
No, sir. I still want
Say it again.
No, sir. I still answer the questions.
Okay. And Shekinah, what do you want?
Number 17.
Number 17. Okay.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Yes.
I finished the first English.
First English. What you got?
20 out of 20.
Okay. Very good.
Mr. Petit, I finished the first English quiz. I got a 20 out of 20.
Well, okay. Very good chat, me.
So Petit for quiz trigger 20 out of 20.
20 out of 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good.
I got a 12 out of 10 for quiz 2.
12 out of 10? There's no such thing as 12 out of 10. It's out of 20.
I mean 12 out of 20.
12 out of 20? That's Johnny.
Yes, sir.
You have to redo that. That's a 60. You have to redo that. Kirk, did you see what I sent you? Kirkland, did you see what I sent you? And who else? Justin Cash.
Yes, sir.
Have you finished any of the quizzes yet?
No, sir. I'm doing the redo of the BGCSE paper.
I want you to I want you to do these quizzes too. Then you go back on.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, I get 12 out of 20 on the next one. Is that a pass or I have to do that over?
You have to do it over because that's a 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Ms. Petit.
Yes, Olivia.
When I complete the first one, do I go back in the chat for the second one? The first one is 38 out of 40. That's the max.
Okay. If you do not see let me send it again because you might not see it again. But you have to go in the chat for it. I'm gonna send the quiz again just so you can have it.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Kevin.
I got 20 out of 20 on the second math quiz.
The second math quiz.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
I get 32 out of 40.
32 out of 40?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. B, I got 20 out of 20 on the last quiz.
It's the last math quiz?
Yes, sir.
Very good catch, Unique. And Naya, we finished the quizzes?
Yes, sir. I finished the math quizzes. I'm on to the English quizzes now.
Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Yeah.
I finished the last quiz.
The last English one?
Yes, sir.
What you got on that?
A 20 out of 20.
20 out of 20. Okay, very good. Are you doing health science or general science?
Only general science.
Okay, general science. Okay, so let me put this general science quiz in the chat for you. I'm gonna put general and health science. For those who are taking general and health science, you need to take this quiz too. I'm gonna put general and health science quiz for those who are doing general or health science. Make sure to take that quiz as well. If you're not doing general health science, you don't have to take this. All right.
I'm not taking. Wait, why you sound? Wait, why he sound? Wait, why he sound so?
Go ahead.
I get 16 out of 20.
16 or 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Aliyah Store.
Yes, sir.
Have you finished your quizzes?
I'm on the last one.
Okay, this is English or math?
English.
Okay.
I got a 20 out of 20 for quiz 2.
Okay, very good. And very good, Johnny. And then Dante.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, Shekinah?
I finished the first quiz.
Okay,
Yes,
what you
sir.
got on it? What you got on it?
16, I mean, not 16, 22 out of 40.
Okay, 22 out of 40. Okay, good. So you need to do it over. You have to do it. You have to get at least 32. Mr. Badi. All right.
Yes, Mr. Petit.
You understand me, Shekinah?
Yes, sir.
Do it again.
I get 14 or 20. Want me to do it over?
14 out of 20?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have to do over. You have to do it over.
Mr. Petit, I get a 32 on the first quiz.
32, that's the 80%. You can go on to the second one now.
Yes, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Sarah.
My English quiz one, I got an 18 out of 20.
Okay, perfect. You can go over on the second one.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Latika.
For the second one was in union and intersection of sets. I got a 20 or 20 out of 19 or 20 for the third one.
That's very good results, Tika. You can go on to the English one now.
Mr. Petit.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Theo.
for the first one, I got 40 out of 40. For the second one, I got 18 out of 20. And for the third one, I got 18 out of 20.
All right, all passes. So you can go on to English
Mr.
now.
Petit,
Yes, Shion.
Yes, sir.
I got 18 out of 20 in the second one.
Perfect.
Mr.
Now on
Petit,
to the third one.
in the second one, I got a 20 out of 20 in the second English quiz.
Second English.
Yes,
So
sir.
that means you have to go on. You doing any sciences?
Yes, sir.
Do you have which ones are you doing? You doing both or just one?
I'm doing both.
Okay, so that means you have to take the health science and general science quiz.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yes, Justin.
How do I access the quizzes?
Yes, they are supposed to be in the chat.
Mr. Petit, I got a 20 out of 20 on my health science test.
So you finished the math and English?
I'm not taking English.
Oh yeah. Okay. What did you say you got on health science?
I get a 16 out of 20 on the second one.
Okay. And what's her name? Justin. Justin, I'll send it to your phone. Is your phone available? Justin. Justin Cash.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, Kendrick.
I get a 16 out of 20 on the second one.
Say it again. You got what?
A 16 out of 20.
All right, that's a pass.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Colin.
I get a 26 out of 26 on the general science.
26 or 26. Okay, perfect. You only doing general, right?
Yes, so I doing social studies too.
Okay, we're gonna do social studies at 8 o'clock. So,
all right.
Mr. Petit, I got a 16 out of 20 on the first language sentence fragment.
Say it again.
I got a 16 out of 20 on the first one on the first language quiz.
16?
Yes, sir, out of 20.
Okay, 16 is a pass.
Mr. Petit, I got a 20 out of 20 on the third math quiz.
Perfect. On to English. And
Mr. Petit, I completed all my quizzes.
okay, completed all the quizzes. And you finished paper 2 from yesterday?
I have to do the graph.
Okay, do that and send it to me, please.
Yes, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Jeremy.
The first quiz, sentence fragment. I keep given sentence fragment questions instead of the sentence.
Say it again.
I keep seeing give me sentence fragment questions and I see no sentence out of it.
You have to look carefully, Jeremy. Look carefully. See which one is a sentence fragment versus which one is a sentence.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Sandra.
I got
One-
an 18.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
One moment. Go ahead, Santos.
I got an 18 out of 20 on the health science.
18 out of 20. Okay, that's good.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
And Dante?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you send the link to my mother's phone, please?
All right, no problem. This is all links or just which one?
You can send all, cause it lagging on the
Computer.
tablet.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, let's go.
You could send the link over inside the group, please, because my phone just went dead and I had to help charge to put it back on charge.
Okay, sure.
Excuse me, I got 20 out of 20 on the English fragment. Sentence fragment.
20? All right, no problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Kamaya.
Is 16 out of 20 is a pass or is it a game?
No, that's a pass. Someone asked me to put the links in the chat. Let me do that.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Rashid.
I got a 18 out of 20 on the second math quiz.
18. Very good. That's good. Solid.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, on the second maths quiz, I get 16 out of 20.
That's a pass.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, on the health science quiz, I got a 20 out of 20.
Perfect. Have you done the general science one yet?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay, good.
Mr. Petit.
Miss Olivia, excuse
Yes.
me.
Yes, go ahead.
38 out of 40, 18 out of 20, and 18 out of 20.
Okay. All passes.
I got a
So
14
that
out of
means
20 for quiz 3.
14 out of 20. That is a
Mr.
7.
Petit.
You have to do it again.
Mr. Petit, I get 20 out of 20
For which
on
one?
on the second quiz.
Second quiz?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. That's good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Shion.
I get 20 out of 20 on the third one.
Okay, perfect. That's good. Zaria.
Mr. Petit, I had to start over the second
Yes.
questions made quiz. I guess
Okay,
12.
hold on.
Mr. Papid, I get 18 out of 20 on the last one on the math.
18 out of 20. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Ciara. Ciara.
Okay. 12 out of 20, is that a good grade or a bad grade?
No, 12 out of 20 is not a pass. You have to redo it.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Sandos.
I got a 24 out of 26 on the general science.
That's a pass. Certainly a pass. For those who are doing health science and general science, let me put the quiz again inside the chat. If you're doing health science and general science, let me put the link for you. Zaria,
Yes, sir.
are you finished with your math quiz?
Yes, sir.
How about the English ones? Well, you don't do English.
I don't do English.
Okay. So
Yes.
what I want you to do is, let me message you.
Okay.
So let me put the health science quiz and general science quiz inside the chat. For those who are doing health science and general science, the links is inside the chat as well.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, for the general science quiz, I got a 26 out of 26.
I mean, very good. And that's incredible. So you got 100 on all? All right.
I got an 18 out of 20 for quiz number 2.
18 out of 20. So since you get 18 out of 20, that means that you passed. All right, for those who are finished there, quizzes, I have to send you a past paper. So
Mr. Petit,
yes,
for my English, for the last English paper, I get an 18 out of 20. And for the health science quizzes, I get 20 out of 20.
20 out of 20. Okay, perfect. All right, so for those who are finished there, quizzes, if you are finished with your quiz, only if you finish with the quizzes now. I need you to do, I'm gonna put the past paper inside the chat for those who are finished with their quizzes. It's a 2012 paper I want y'all to do. If you're finished with your quizzes. This goes for Chardonnay. I think Chardonnay, you finished with your quizzes, right?
Yes, sir.
Chardonnay, I want you to do 2012 BJC paper 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes. Go ahead.
You can send you can send the link to the Zoom call on my Gmail, to my email.
Who's this speaking?
Gavin.
The what?
The Zoom link. I want to rejoin on my laptop.
Oh, you send it to your email. You have to send your email in the chat.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
On the third mod test, I got a 16 out of 20. Is that a pass?
Who's speaking?
Dante.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
On the second one, I got 18 out of 20.
Say it again.
On the second one, I got 18 out of 20.
You got on the first one.
On the second one.
So what you got on the first one? That's what I'm saying.
I do the first one.
You have to do the first one before you go on the second one. Joseph, that's common sense. Why would you do number 2 before you do number 3? So do number 1 first. You understand me, Joseph?
That's all.
All right.
Mr. Badid.
Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Paper 1, 2012. I put that paper inside the chat. If for those who are finished with their past paper, for those who are finished with their quizzes, all their quizzes, you can do that paper. You can do that past paper. That's paper 1, 2012. If you're finished with your quizzes, you can do that past paper. Decide that.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Go ahead.
I sent my email.
That's Garvin. Show me to send you.
Mr. Petit, we write this in our notebook or do it in a BJC book?
No, don't do it in BJC book yet. Just do it in your notebook first.
Sorry, yes, sir.
Go ahead, Garvin, which you want me to send you again?
I sent it.
The Zoom link, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. B, you want us all do that math BJC paper?
Who's that speaking?
Kendra.
Kendra, if you are finished with the quizzes, yes.
In our book?
In your book, yes, in your book. You block away. Write down the questions as well as the answers.
Oh, bro. Mr. B, oh, look.
Yes, Mr. Petit.
Yes. 20 out of 20 on what?
The first language quiz.
Okay, good, perfect.
Mr. Badid, I got
Go
an
ahead.
18 over 20 on the last language quiz.
Perfect. So that means you have to do the science ones now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you see the ones in the chat? It's right there.
Mr. Petit, I still have my English song.
All right, no problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, sir.
I got a 20 out of 20 on the last math quiz.
Last math quiz. Who's speaking? That is Rashid. That means you have to go on to English, right?
Mr. Badid, I get 16 on the 20 on the quiz.
16 to the 20, that is 80.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, Tiara.
I get a 16 out of 20.
All right, perfect. That is the 80%, so you can move on.
And you say something about the general science because I'm taking English.
Okay, you're in the, okay, so general science, you're doing general science. Then let me put that quiz in the chat.
I got an 18 out of 20 for the sentence fragments quiz.
Perfect, that means you pass, Johnny.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
What are we supposed to do if we finish all the quizzes?
You finish all the quizzes I said for you to do that BJC paper I put inside the chat. Paper 1, 2012. Travis, I put the health science and general science one inside the chat.
All right, thanks.
For those who are still looking for this link, these 2 links. Yes, Sharon.
May I be excused, please?
For how long?
Like a minute or 2.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Aaliyah Store.
Mr. Petit, sorry. On the third one, I got 18 over 20.
Okay, that's for the language or the general science?
That's the math. I'm gonna do the language right now.
Okay, perfect. And who else? Aaliyah Store.
Mr.
That's a Leo.
Yes, sir.
Finish your quizzes yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have finished the quizzes, can you check your chat for me, please? I'm gonna send you something to do. Yes, Sienna.
I finished the first English quiz. I got 20 out of 20.
Okay, very good. Anna.
Mr. P.
Hmm?
I got 20 out of 20 on my first English.
20 out of 20 on sentence fragments.
That's all.
The very one that you struggling with earlier this week. All right, very good. All right.
Mr. Petit,
Yeah.
I get 18 out of 20 on the English.
Which one? First one or the second one?
The first one.
Very good. So now you can move on to the second one.
Yes, sir.
And okay. Saria,
Yes, sir.
you see what I sent you?
Yes, sir. I'm working on it now.
Okay. So Maya, are you there? So Maya, are you there? Where's Somaya?
Hi, radio.
Somaya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you doing the quizzes?
Yes, sir.
What have you gotten so far?
18 out of 20
For which one?
for the two English.
Okay. And how about for the math?
I haven't started that yet.
Okay. So once you finish the English, then do the math ones. You understand me?
Okay.
It's not okay. It's yes, sir, or no, sir in this class.
Yes, sir.
And Bailey, have you finished your stuff? I don't think Bailey can speak.
Mr. Petit, I got a 18 out of 20 on the health science, hygienic and health quiz.
18?
So,
all right.
Mr. Petit, I got 20 out of 20 of the 5 paragraph.
Excuse me, Miss Petit. Hello? Sir?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Go ahead.
I got a 20 out of 20 for the English sentence fragments.
Okay. So then now you have to go on to the next English one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, Tiana.
I finished the second quiz for English and I got a 20 out of 20.
That's perfect. So have you finished 2012 paper 1? I mean paper 2?
No, sir. I think I have at least 2, 4, or 5 questions left.
Okay.
This confused me a lot, so this took me a while to try to get.
Okay, sure, no problem. So just complete that for me.
Mr. B,
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kenrick.
I get a 16 out of 20
What
for
was
my
one?
last English.
Okay, 16 out of 20.
Yes, sir.
Are you doing any sciences, Kenrick?
Yes, sir. Health science.
Okay, so make sure to do that quiz for me.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Ciara.
I got a 14 out of 20.
14 out of 20. You have to do it again.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I got a 6 out of 20. I know I have.
If you got a 14 out of 20, Ciara, you have to do it again.
Mr. Petit, I got a 6 out of 20 for the English. I can do it again.
Oh yes.
I got a 34
ahead,
out of
Justin.
40 for the quiz one.
34.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, perfect. No problem. So move on to quiz 2.
Excuse me, Mr.
I'm doing
Petit.
quiz 2 now.
Go ahead, Santos.
May you please send the BJC paper 1 link again, please? My Wi-Fi kept dropping.
All right, no problem. I can send it again.
Thank you.
Mr. Petit, I send you my grades on WhatsApp because I couldn't find them in the chat no more, so I just had to do.
Okay, no problem. So that means you finish all of your quizzes, right?
Yes, sir.
Like I said, for those who have finished their quiz, I have put a BJC paper 2. Sorry, paper 1, 2012, in that side of the chat. Do that inside of your notebook for me, please, if you finish all of your quizzes.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, sir.
I got 20 out of 20 of the body paragraph.
That's excellent, Jeremy. Now, Jeremy, you have to do your sciences now.
So I the first one I get 12 out of 20, so I started over.
Okay, no problem.
This one I do science.
Yeah, the sciences. It should be right inside the chat. Again, once you have finished, please complete the BJC paper 1 2012. Lanaya.
Yes, sir.
You finished the math and English quizzes?
I'm doing the second English quiz.
Okay. You know, I haven't heard from Latalia. Where's Latalia?
Yes, sir.
Why are you so quiet today?
Cause I ain't want to be 3 days embarrassed me, so I'm gonna stay quiet today.
Oh, I know, man. I need to hear you. What are you doing? What quiz are you on?
I'm still on language quiz 1 because it's confusing, but I can get it. I can get to understand it.
All right, perfect.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Samaya.
Yes, sir.
You came late, but I gave them 3 quizzes for math and 2 quizzes for English. You can need to do them, okay?
Yes, sir. Can you send them in chat, please?
I will send them in the chat right now.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. B.
Go
What if
ahead.
you don't know the questions on the Math BJC paper?
It's just to see what you know. So if you don't know the answer, you can skip it.
Okay, thank you.
Baby, excuse, please.
Yes, you can be excused, Jeremy.
I got an 18 out of 20 for the second language quiz.
Very good. So, Ajani, I need you to do the science quizzes now.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
For the paper you told me to do on the BJC paper 1, 2012, it has two number ones.
Two number ones. Wait a minute.
Mr. Petit, if I
Go
have
on, sir.
the BJC book, do I still have to do it inside the
Your
black and
book?
white?
Yes, do it inside your black and white book first. And then when you do it, redo, because I'm gonna let you do it again after I see it. So once you do the redo, then you can do the redo inside of your BJC book, okay?
Excuse me.
Yes, Javin.
I got 20 out of 20 on the written paragraph 1, English language.
Okay.
Mr. P, I got 18 out of 20 on the health science.
So Mr. Petit, if I have two ones, put the second one for put it as number 2.
Yes, put it as number 2. Clearly, that's the mistake.
Sorry, Mr. Petit, I left. My mother started fooling with the wires for the internet, so it cut off. So I lagged out, and I got a 26 out of 26 on the general science.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I'm finished my tests.
That
All
is
of them.
Okay. Do you see the BJC paper inside the chat?
No, sir, can you send it again, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Petit, I'm done with all the quizzes.
That's Ebony's.
Yes, sir.
You passed them?
Sorry?
Did you pass them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you finish 2012 paper 1 and 2, Ebony's?
Second quiz, Mr. Petit, I got a 20 out of 20.
All right, that's good. Justin.
Yes, sir.
Ebony, did you finish paper 1 and 2?
Paper 1.
Okay, so go on to paper 2 then.
I got a 16 out of 20.
All right, perfect. We go on to the next one now.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, Kaden.
I finished all my quizzes. Do you want me to finish the BJC redo? Because I finished the 2011 BJC paper 1 paper.
Yes, to finish the redo.
Excuse me, sir. I finished all the quizzes.
All right, if you finish all the quizzes, like I said, I put a BJC paper 1, 2012 paper inside the chat. Do that inside of your book, please, if you finish all the quizzes. Paper 1, 2012, please do that if you finish all the quizzes. Aaliyah.
Yes, sir.
So you finished paper 1.
Yes, sir.
Did you finish paper 2?
No, sir.
Okay. All right then. Go on to paper 2 then. Of 2011. Kedrinique. Kedrini?
Yes, sir.
No, if you don't know the answer, don't write the question down. That don't make no sense.
Mr. Pete, I only see one paper. I mean, I only see paper 2 of the 2012 Math BJC past paper.
Paper 2, I only sent paper 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
One moment, let's see go. I only sent paper 1, Kedrini. Oh, I sent paper 2. That's paper 2, I sent for real. Oh. Why did I send paper 2? All right, then paper 2 it is. Okay. What's your question is, Kedrini?
Excuse me, Petit. For the last English.
Kedrini, what your question is?
I get no question, Mr. B.
Okay. Go ahead, Latika.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Latika. Latika, you have a question?
I said for the last English assignment, I got a 19 or a 20.
That means you passed. So you have to go on to the science.
Okay.
I got a 20 out of 20 for hygiene and health.
Perfect. Now go on to the general science one, Johnny.
Mr. Petit, on quiz 3, I got a 20 out of 20 as well.
That was the mark, right?
Yes, sir.
Shion, you have a question? Shion Lopez.
Yes, sir, I finished. I got an 18 or a 20
For which one?
in the second English.
Second English?
Yeah,
the
the
second
second
English?
one.
Wow. That means you got to go to the sciences. Juan, you have a question? Juan, you have a
Yes.
question? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I finished the quizzes.
Yeah. So you already did 2012 paper 1, right? I saw you send a redo of that. Well, you supposed to send a redo. Oh, you just did. Yeah, you sent that. So
Yes, sent that.
you did paper 2 already?
I'm actually redoing paper 2 because I realized in the book, in the BJC past paper booklet, paper 2 only have up to question 9.
Oh, okay. So you have to look at that.
I was missing question 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So
yeah. Yeah.
So
All right, no problem.
I'm still doing on paper 2.
Okay. Makes sense.
The review of it.
Okay. Makes sense. Where's it's Naya?
Yes, sir.
You finished, right?
Pardon me?
You finished, right?
No, sir. I'm on the last question.
I see you sent me a graph. That didn't look complete to me.
Yes, sir. That was the finished graph. That's all they asked me to do.
Okay. I'll check it. Hey, Altronic.
Mr. Petit, I don't have nothing else. I don't see nothing else to go on.
Hello.
Hey, what happened? You ain't coming today?
Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit,
He must be on the phone.
Mr. Petit,
He must be on the phone.
okay, thank you.
All right. Someone was calling my name.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Sean.
You said go on science, but I don't have, I don't have anything.
Oh,
Or you have to send me.
I have to send that to you. I will send that to you.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, Zara.
And somebody else is asking you a question.
Go ahead.
You could send the science link back in the group, please.
Yeah, I could. I should just send that to your phone because you always in and out.
Actually, the plug came out.
I'll just send it to your phone.
Okay.
Stop saying okay, Latika. Meaning
Yes,
before
sir.
just because of that.
Yes, sir.
Stop
Sorry,
that. That's
sir.
a bad attitude. Bad habit.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
One moment, Jevin. Go ahead, Zara. Sarah.
Mr. Petit, I don't understand number 3.
Okay, like I said, if there's something you don't understand, skip it. Skip it and then send me whatever you understand. And then we'll redo it. I'll let you redo it after I show you how to do it.
Mr. Petit is
Go ahead.
I got 18 out of 20 on the hygiene science. Is that a pass?
18?
Yes, sir.
That's correct. That's a pass.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, for English, is 10 out of 20 a pass, or I gotta do it over?
Definitely, that's not a pass. You have to do it over. You have to get at least 16.
Okay, thank you.
At least 16.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Dante.
Yes, sir. On the English, the last one on the English, I got a 16 or the 20. Is that a pass?
Yeah, that's a pass.
Can you send the science?
The science is one?
To my mother, please.
Sure.
When I am taking health, so I have to do the general too.
No, just the one that you're doing.
Okay.
It's not okay, Dante. It's either yes or no in this class. I
Sorry
keep
about
on.
that. That's all.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes, Rashid.
I got a 12 out of that's a 12 out of 20 on the first language quiz.
You have to do it. You have to do it over. You have to do it again, officer. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
I got a 22 out of 26 for the Animal Kingdom quiz.
All right, perfect. What's I'm missing? I think I'm missing something.
Sorry, shut up.
John Hall. Remember, once you finish the quizzes, I want you to do the past paper I put inside the chat. Oh.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sarah.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. My audio was straight low for a second. We getting marked for this BJC paper.
Yes, ma'am.
I got an 8, Mr. Petit. I got an 18 out of 20 on the first English quiz.
Okay, that's a pass. You go to the second one now.
Mr. Petit, this affecting for our term too.
No, this one is not. That's just to see how much you know.
Oh, cause I will be scared.
You know. Kamaya?
And I finished all the quiz, but I didn't do the science one because I didn't get
You didn't get the link?
So
Okay, let me put the science one in the chat for you.
Mr. Petit, for the English, I got 18 or the 20.
That's a pass. That's for the first one or the second one? That's for the first one or the second one, Savannah?
That's for the first English.
All right,
Mr. Petit,
go ahead.
I got a 20 and 20 with the first one in the science.
That's for health or general. Health or general?
That's health.
Health, okay. Perfect. So go on to general.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit.
Go ahead, Latiko.
I got a 19 or a 20 on a health science because, yeah, I don't know how I get that one wrong. But
All right, so go on to, you do in general, right, as well?
no, sir, I'm not taking up general science.
Okay, so that means you finish all the quizzes.
Yes, sir.
If you look inside the chat, there is a past paper that I sent inside the chat. Please do that 2012 past paper. Please do that. It's right inside the chat.
The Zoom chat?
Yeah, in the chat. Now I might have to send it again for you because you always send it. But
I had to leave because my phone went dead.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
yes, Ciara.
I got a 16 out of 20.
Which one?
Sentence fragment.
All right, perfect. So just go on to the second one, which is what's that is? That's gonna be
Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit, I don't have this.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have the note for Animal Kingdom for general science, even though I didn't take it.
Okay, so if you want to take that quiz, you could take it still. That's fine.
Say, Mr. Petit, you doing any more BGCSE things tonight?
Have you finished?
I mean the math, right?
Yeah. You finished the
You have a
quiz?
link?
Mr. Petit.
Yeah, I finished the quizzes, but I don't think I did the thing.
You only did what?
The last two papers are what you just had up on the board.
The past papers?
Yeah, that was BGCSE too.
I trying to figure out. I sent you some work, you never did it. The past paper I sent you to do.
Yeah, the paper one. I ain't finished that yet.
That's what I need you to finish now. Finish that and send it to me.
Okay, no problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Samaya.
Can you send the math and the language back in the chat, please? I have to do 2 more.
Okay, sure. Math and language.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I don't have the notes for this next one. I don't know how to do this one.
That is what? Which one?
For the second English paragraph, I think the phrase, I think. The
That's what it
body
is.
or something like that.
How to write a body?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'll do is give me one moment. Maybe this is in the chat form.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
for number 5, it says, giving your answer in its lowest form, find the value of.
Huh?
Is that PEMDAS?
They say, this is a question or sorry, this is a fraction or
Yes, says fraction.
no, that's not PEMDAS.
Oh. So why the brackets there?
Oh, can you tell me the question?
It says giving your answer.
No,
in
and the actual
Oh, 2/3 times 1/4, and then it looked like a subtraction sign. I ain't too sure.
so you have to do what's in
I think.
brackets first. All right.
Oh yeah, that says answer. It's kind of like
Yeah.
PEMDAS.
Yeah, it's kind of like PEMDAS. So yes, you're right.
Thank you.
Savannah, I sent you the notes from yesterday.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Rashid.
I got a 18 out of 20 on the first language quiz.
That's good. So you have to go to the second one.
Yes, sir.
It's between we come out at 9 o'clock, right?
I don't know why you're so interested about what time we're leaving. Please don't ask me that question. We're coming out when we're supposed to come out.
Excuse me.
Yes, Jevin.
I forgot to do Animal Kingdom. I got 22/26. That's a pass.
22 to 26.
Excuse me, Miss Petit, how much questions were there for the Animal Kingdom?
84. It's 85. Say it
Yeah, I
again.
got 85 or 85.
22 or the 26 is 84. And for the Animal Kingdom, if you got all right, that's 26 or 26.
Mr. Petit, how much questions were there for the Animal Kingdom?
It was for the 26.
Okay, I got 26 or 26.
So you got all right.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
What's my
Even
grade?
Go ahead, Jevin.
I said I got 22 over 26.
That was an 84, so that's a pass.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, for those who are done with the quizzes, that will be Latika and Jevin. I'm gonna put the past paper inside the chart paper to 2020, 2012.
Find it.
Yeah, I need you to complete that for me, please. In the remaining time that we have left over from complete that for me.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
I got 26 out of 26 for the
Animal
general
Kingdom.
science.
Animal Kingdom.
Yes, sir.
That's very good. She's on. So that means you're done with the quizzes. So
Yes, sir.
go to paper 2. If you look inside the chat, you can see paper 2, 2012. Put our past paper from English. Once you're done with that.
Could you can't send it to my.
Oh yeah. Let me send it here for me.
Mr. Petit, you can send to my WhatsApp too, please.
That is Latika.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have to do this now and send this in to you.
Yes, do it now. Send it to me. Do it in your black and white book. Write down the questions and answers. Do as much as you know. All right. If you don't know it, then skip it.
Miss,
Go ahead, Chitaino.
I finished with quiz 2.
What you got on that?
20 out of 20.
That this was the math one or the language one?
Math.
What did you get on the first quiz?
40 out of 40.
Okay, perfect. So move on to the third one, the third mock quiz. Again, if you're finished with all of your quizzes, move on to the past paper that I've given you. Again, if you're finished with all your quizzes, go on to the past paper that I've given you.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Santos.
Which subject are we moving on after this? Are you
After
moving on to?
this,
What's up?
social studies and then RT.
Social studies then RK? Okay.
So,
I'll just finish the maths with social studies, but I'll tune in for religious.
yeah, you're just gonna stay until just finish your math until it's time for
Yes, sir.
RT.
Yes, sir. That's what I said. Yes, sir. You have time for RK.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I got a 18 out of 20
18 out of 20. All right, perfect.
on the 40 paragraph.
All right, have you done any of the science ones? You have to do the science quiz now, Ciao.
Mr. Matei, I get 16 on 20 for the first science quiz.
All right, good.
It's education, the general science of the general science quiz.
Yes, I could resend that. I already sent them. It's in the chat now.
Thank you.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
can you send the link in the chat for the BJC paper 1, 2012?
Sure. You should have it. It should be inside the chat now.
Mr. Petit, we supposed to be doing these social studies and RK?
No.
Oh,
No.
can you please send the BGC paper for what we're supposed to be doing after general science when we did the kingdom quiz, please?
Oh, I can do it.
Mr. Petit, I finished the last English quiz. I got a 20 out of 20.
All right, perfect. So now you can go back on the math thing I told you to do initially.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Samaya.
Yes, sir.
I finished the 2 language and I got 20 out of 20.
Wow. So that means you have to go on the BJC paper I put inside the chat. You can complete that.
Okay. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Mr. Petit, I finish off I think that's hygiene and health. That was 18 out of 20.
Okay.
Can you send back the last part for the English to me, please?
I can.
Seriously.
Yes, Kevin.
On the BJC paper, there's 2 number 1s.
That's fine. It's supposed to be number 1 and number 2.
Yes, sir.
Savannah, you up inside the chat.
Thank you.
Mr. Petit, I got 20 out of 26. Does that count?
What is it? What you got?
24 out of 26. Does that count?
24 out of 26?
Yeah.
Yes, that's fast.
Mr. Petit, write the BJC paper in our book.
Yes, right inside.
Questions in our book.
That's correct. Right in your book.
Mr. Petit.
So,
Go ahead, Jeremy.
What was after we finished the science?
After you finish the science, you have to go on the chat. I put the past paper for you to do.
Mr. Petit, are you able to send my past paperwork in now?
All right, thank you. Joseph. Joseph Kalma. Joseph, are you there?
Mr. Petit, do it in my maths book.
That's correct. Don't do it in your BJC book. Just do it in your regular black and white book.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
So that tells me. Natalia.
This tail.
I mean, oh my goodness.
Mr. Petit, you take me for tail?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Go ahead, Taylor.
I wanted to ask you, you said if we don't know the answer, don't write the question.
Yes, you don't write down the question.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, gotta write the answers or just write the questions and the answer.
Questions and answers, Jeremy.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I got a 20 out of 20 on the second quiz on language.
That's sheet. Okay, now it's time for you to go on the thing. Go on the sciences.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the links for the science ones?
1 second.
Now you finished the past paper thing?
Yes, sir. I sent it to you.
Honestly, that graph is so hard to see. Next time you do them, do it on your regular graph, because unless you do it in class, because I can barely see this. It's very hard to see on the phone.
Yes, sir.
It's either that or do it in pen.
Mr. Petit,
now that you've said that.
Go ahead, Sienna.
Now that you said that, could I go ahead and do it on my regular graph instead of the graph they give us on the actual paper? Because
Yeah,
I
do it.
can barely see this myself.
Yeah, do it in regular graph. Your regular graph.
Thank
paper.
you.
Mr. Petit, on the
One
animal
moment,
kingdom, I get 20.
One moment. So Naya.
Yes, sir.
I think you should start paper 3.
Pardon me?
Start paper 3. Since we have time, just start paper 3. The first two of it. You say that so enthusiastically.
Yeah, enthusiastic.
All right.
I see the science.
Say it again.
I see the science quiz.
Okay, good. Hello, Anastasia. Can you hear me?
You did the next lecture?
Oh yeah, I got that.
The second one?
Yeah, the one you just sent us now.
With the $3.
Oh.
Not with the 68 one, not the first one. Because just saying unsuccessful when my husband gonna put it on. Because he didn't know. I try to figure out if you get it.
Oh, I didn't. I only got the first one.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Don't worry about the $3. See, they send it the next time or something like that. Don't worry about that. You then sick.
Yes, but it's still going through. I still go.
Oh, it's still
It's
going
still
through.
open. And the kiosk for the send unsuccessful transaction.
Oh, yeah. You know, come my way.
I can just I have your phone number there,
Yeah.
and then you just call them. Yeah. I can send you the picture.
See?
All right then.
All right, no problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes. Go
I
ahead.
got a 20 out of 20 on the health science one.
All right, perfect.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
On BGC paper 1, 2011, number 4 says
So
find
yeah,
the
bad
product
shades, everybody bad shades.
of
Bad shades.
2,400.
Give me one moment. 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 Thank you.
Mr. Petit.
Yeah. As someone who I allowed in by mistake, I didn't realize that.
Who's that person who keep doing that?
As someone who has the link who's not supposed to be in now. All right. All right, go ahead.
Mr. Petit, we have
Go
to
ahead.
draw calendar on number 7.
No, you don't have to draw the calendar. Just answer the question.
Hold on, so Mr. Petit, we didn't have to draw them?
Not the calendar. The calendar is too much to draw. But if it's any
Wow,
other
we should
regular
have
figure,
drawn that whole thing.
Mr. Petit, I just draw that calendar.
Are you telling you I just draw?
all right, it's 8 o'clock. If you are doing social studies, turn your attention to the screen. If you are not doing social studies, then continue with the mark work that you have started. Okay. Again, I'm repeating
If you
myself.
want to do social studies, leave.
No, I never said that. I never said that. I said if you are doing social studies, turn your attention to the screen. If you are not doing social studies, then continue with the mark work that I gave you. That's what I said.
Okay. Mr. Petit,
Go ahead, Kaden.
I sent my math work in and I passed social study and religious study. And I was asking you if I could leave early so I could finish up on some work for my school, please.
Yes, that's Kaden.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you could go. All right. So for those of us who are doing social studies, turn your attention to the screen. If you're not doing social studies, then continue with the mark work that I gave you.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have to rejoin.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
All right, so today is Thursday. Thursday, the 14th of September, 2023. Please add up for me, please. The subject is, of course, social studies. And the topic we're going to be doing is the physical appearance of the Arawaks. Physical appearance of the Arawak. If I were to ask you, how would you describe how an Arawak would look? What would you say?
They black, they dark, they don't wear no clothes.
They don't wear no clothes. They don't wear no. Okay.
Their hair. They cut their hair.
They cut their hair. Interesting.
Their foreheads would flatten.
Their foreheads were flattened. Okay, interesting.
They wear cottons as clothes.
They wear cottons as clothes. Okay, interesting.
They were slim.
They were slim. Okay. All right. So
They painted their bodies as a sign of beauty.
Okay, they painted their body as a sign of beauty. Someone said they had tattoos and all. All right. So all of you are raising interesting points. Today we're going to be looking at the physical appearance of the Arawaks, like how did they look? All right. So please write this down. So The Lucayans, who are the Lucayans? They are the what?
Arawaks.
The Lucayans were,
The Amerindians?
they were the original, right? Or they were the early inhabitants of the Bahamian archipelago. They came before Christopher Columbus came, right? So before the arrival of the Europeans, you had the Lucayans. So Lucayans were, what do you say were, the early inhabitants of the Bahamas, right? Before the arrival of Europeans. So the Lucayans were here before Christopher Columbus came here, before the Europeans came here and take over. The Lucayans was here first, all right? So they are the early inhabitants of the Bahamas. Now they descended, so the Lucayans, according to history, descended, right? Descended from the Arawaks. Now the Arawaks came from where?
North America. South America.
No,
South America.
not North America.
South America.
South America, very good. So the Arawaks, so they descended from the Arawaks who migrated out of South America.
Asia.
They migrated out of South America. Now, if we go far, far back, then the Amerindians came from Asia, but the Arawaks, their immediate ancestors came from South America, according to history. The Arawaks were, what color was their skin? How would you describe their skin?
There was dark, it was dark skin.
They were black skin, brown skin, white skin. What do you say?
It was brown skin.
Brown skin.
Brown skin, yes, I'll go with brown skin. So they were brown skin. Short or tall?
Medium height.
Medium. Short or tall? Which one? Gotta be between one of those.
Tall.
Say it again?
Short.
No, they were quite tall. Their faces. How would we describe their faces? They had broad faces. Okay. And how do you describe their eyes? They had slanting eyes. All right. So they were brown skin, tall, they had broad faces, and they had slanting eyes. Okay. Please write it down. Write this down for me, please. Again, write this down. Their hair. So they had straight hair. Straight black hair. Okay. And they have straight black hair, and they sometimes would cut it in a cutting basin.
Excuse me, Mr. Patel.
Yes, Zara.
May I step away for a minute, please?
Yes, but with a piece left long behind. So what do I mean?
Do we continue writing in pencil?
Pen or pencil, once it's neat. So for this one, we're looking at the Lucayans. We said that they were brown skinned, they were tall, broad faces, slanting eyes. They had straight black hair. And and their hair was cut short in a putting basin. Now, when we say putting basin, what we mean is this a putting basin right there? So a putting basin is like a bowl, right? Now imagine taking this bowl and using this bowl as a way to check to see your hair length and cutting it off. So this is what they mean when they say putting basin style. Anyone ever saw anyone looking like this on TV or anywhere? This is what we call a putting basin style.
You still have white people still wearing them style, Mr. T?
Yes, but the people here, Bahamian people as well, that they call that mushroom.
Oh, they call it mushroom. Okay, all right. This is the putting basin style. Now, the Arawaks did not, you see like how this lady, or you see that gentleman cut all the hair back? They wouldn't cut all the hair back. Just like how this gentleman would leave, they leave some in the back. So they look more like this gentleman right here. They would cut the front, but they would leave the back. All right, so that's what I mean by the putting basin style. Okay. All right. That's how they would do the hair. So they had straight back hair, sometimes cut short in a putting basin style, but with the piece left long behind. Okay. So that's how they would do their hair. If you look at any pictures or photographs of North or South American Indians, you will get the impression that they have a slightly Chinese look.
So, Mr. Petit, you said their hair was short, like that putting basin, right? And they leave the long piece in the back, or they cut it?
Yes. No, they leave the long piece in the back. So if we look at a picture of Arawak, let me show you. So let me show you a picture. If you look carefully, right? Let me see if I can find a good picture of it. I don't know what I did with this picture. All right, good. This is the perfect one. So you see this gentleman, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you the picture of this gentleman. So if you look at this gentleman, you see that he have the putting basin style, but he leave his hair in the back. You know what I'm saying?
They
So-
fix their hair like that now as we speak. I go on to fix my hair like that.
Yeah, that's putting basin. So you're gonna dress like an Arawak and look like an Arawak. All right. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, depends on how you do it. So, but they look like Chinese. So they have sort of a Chinese look. So what else? So like other, so like another group of like another group of American Indians the Maya of Mexico and Guatemala. The Arawaks used to flatten the heads of newborn babies by fastening flat boards to them. So they would flatten the heads of babies. And what was the purpose? Why did they do that? Why would they flatten the heads of the baby? Anyone know?
The head of the baby for protection.
Say it again.
Flatten the head of the baby for protection.
Very good. So they would flatten the heads of the baby for protection. They also thought it looked good.
And for war, I think, and a style of also.
Yeah, they did it for war. So that's protection. And they also did it
So that the baby head could be
so the baby head could be what?
like the baby head would be strong just in case if they drop them on their head. The baby ain't get cry because they ain't get feel the pain.
No, they did it to help them protect them for war. And also they did it for fashion and beauty, okay? So this was partly done. This was partly done for fashion and beauty. It was also done.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mhm.
Even though
Because-
we're doing math, we still have to stay in this class, right?
Yes. If you're not doing social studies, but you're doing math, just continue the math that you're doing.
Okay.
Latika.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's also done because it thickened the bone. Which was an added protection for them. Against enemy tribes. So that was to protect them in times of war against enemy tribes. Okay. They also painted their face. Why did they paint their face?
To camouflage.
Not the camouflage.
From mosquitoes and insects and different animals.
Yes, it's like an insect repellent.
Oh.
So they painted their faces and sometimes their bodies. With what color? Red.
I think it was red, yellow, and a next color.
Red, white, yellow, purple, and black. All right. Again, there was a double reason for this. These colors had a magical and religious meaning to them, but more practically, the dyes kept mosquitoes away. So not only did it for religious reasons, but also the dyes keep the mosquito away. So they lived a simple life. So leading a simple life in a pleasant climate. The Arawaks needed few clothes. They wore, what do they wear? Cotton.
You
Cotton.
spell cotton wrong.
Yeah, thank you. Cotton loin clothes.
Sometimes they were leaves.
Or they went naked. So either they wear a cotton long cloth or they go naked. They often tattooed themselves.
So, Mr. Petit, the cotton was for the cold time, eh?
No, that's the cotton linen they have to cover their stuff, their major areas. They just wear a cotton line. Not much, just a small cotton cloth they have to cover their most important areas, and that's it.
So what days wear when it cold? None?
Good question. No, I don't know. That's a good question. Never even thought about that. They probably adapt. But they wore little clothing as a general rule. They often tattooed themselves and wore ornaments. What are ornaments?
Like necklaces they made out of grass and stuff, or
Brass. Where they get brass from?
well, technically not grass, but bush or something like that.
You say bush. They wore ornaments of easily available material. So they would make it out of like shells, right? What else could they make their jewelry from? Shells, bones, right?
Already got a question.
Uh-huh.
If they made it from shells and bones, how they put it together if they had no thread, no yarn, no nothing?
Oh, you could get really creative. Trust me. They were really
I think they use like thick tree, the swinging thing would be on the tree. What do they
Listen
call
to
the
me
vine?
carefully.
Vine.
Fine. I don't think they was that primitive. I think they had some sophisticated way. I mean, look at the jewelry on this man. Like, this ain't look like no little cheap thing. So I think they had their own way of doing it, you know. Remember, they were good with their hands too, you know, to build these big houses out of, you know, the things out of that are around them. So they were very creative. Like other American Indians, they wore earplugs and the occasional and occasionally a gold nose piece. All right. So occasionally they would wear a gold nose piece. All right. All right. So that's all the notes for social studies. Once you finish writing down the notes for social studies, please take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish writing the notes for social studies, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish writing the notes for social studies, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. So the Lucanians were descendants from the Arawaks. They were people who were brown skinned, tall, broad faces, slanting eyes, straight black hair. They thicken their head they flatten their head by thickening it. Sorry, they thicken their head they flatten their head in order to thicken it to protect them against the tribes. They painted their faces. They wore little clothing, and they made their ornaments from the things that were readily available, like shells, bones, cotton, feathers, and stuff like that.
Excuse me, Mr. B. What to do when we finish the math BJC paper?
What's this?
Kenji.
Are you okay? Take a picture of it and send it to me once you
Yes,
finish.
sir.
And then you could go once you've done that. All right, so are we done with this? I need to move from this because I have to go to.
No, sir, I finished yet.
Mr.
Unless you
Petit,
send it my
this is
WhatsApp.
a bunch of loss of words.
What, you can't see it?
Everything jumbled up in one. I try to figure out which part I is right.
Yeah, it's difficult. So if I cut it, color code it. So maybe Destiny. All right, so I'm going to put the social studies quiz inside the chat. So please do the social studies quiz, but not now. Do it after we finish RT.
Mr. Petit,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Petit, send it to my WhatsApp.
Sure.
But can you send the map, BJC team back in the test back in the chat, please? When I come off to do the notes, it come off the chat.
Okay, sure, no problem.
You have to send the information because I ain't finished writing in the chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean on my WhatsApp, please.
Yeah. All right. So take a picture of your notes, send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. I'm going to move the slide in 2 minutes so that we can go to RK. I have also placed the social studies quiz in the chat. Please do a social studies quiz after you finish RK. Do the RK quiz and a social studies quiz at one time.
just make one.
I can't hear you, Jumbo. I can't hear you. You have the type, Jeff. You have the type. You're breaking up badly. All right. One more minute, and then we're going to transition over to religious studies. Again, once we finish with the social studies notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. I have Chardonnay's on, I have Destiny on, and I have
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
yes, and I have
Excuse me.
yes, and I have Monique's. I mean, what's her name? Ciara work, and I have also Gianna work. So I'm waiting for the rest of you all for your social studies notes. Thank you, Dion. All right, so let's move on to religious studies.
Mr. Petit, you can take a picture of this and send it in the chat, please.
Yes, I can. All right, let's move on to religious studies. Today is Thursday, the 14th.
Mr. Petit, you sent it to my WhatsApp, the information.
I thought you say send it to the chat.
My WhatsApp, I message you.
All right. Subject is, of course, religious studies. Like they say, last but by no means least, right? The topic that we'll be doing today is the plot. The plot against Jesus. Do you know that there was a plot against Jesus? Now, the question is, what is a plot? What do we mean by that?
It's like a plot is
Hold
like
on.
when you plan, or it's like when you plan to do something to someone or something.
Someone was answering before he started the Natalia, but he didn't get a chance to finish. I heard the voice, but I can't distinguish it.
Asgard.
Oh, Santos.
That's what Asgard is. That's what's his name.
Really?
Yes, sir. Basically the blind. Or yeah, basically the blind something.
The plan something?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, so like I said, there was a plot against. Yes, Marnie, you have a question?
Just wanted to add something. It's secret.
It's secret. Very good. I like that. Secret. I like that. That's a good thing. Our story is going to be taken from Mark. Mark is the second book of the New Testament. Mark chapter 14, verses 10 through 11. So let's define certain things here. So we say a plot. We say a plot is, that's a conspiracy, right? Or a secret plan. Basically, that's what a plot is, right? A conspiracy or secret plan. What does it mean to betray?
So betray basically means
Wouldn't betray means to
just
be like deny or something like that?
To deny. Okay, that's similar. If I betray you, what does that mean?
I wouldn't say disobey, like I
Not
don't know,
disobey.
not
That
I,
means
I don't know explain it I don't know explain it.
but that means I'm not loyal if I betray you.
Unloyal, my bad. Unloyal. It means
I'm like
unloyal.
stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, stabbing you in the back, right? So betray means to what if I give you up to the enemy? What if I turn you in to the enemy? Have I betrayed you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So betray means to deliver to an enemy by trickery. All right. Now when we talk about the Sanhedrin Council, what is the Sanhedrin Council?
It's where the judges of the country or city meet together.
It's not a location.
I mean,
It's a
it's
group
not a
of people.
location. It's like a government based on religious, and I think it was just religious.
So who's a part of the Sanhedrin Council? Okay.
The scribes, the chief priests, the
Start with P.
The
Pharisees.
The Pharisees, very good.
Yeah, the Pharisees.
Very good. So the Sanhedrin Council, right, is a Jewish, what do we say, a Jewish group made up of Pharisees, right? Sadducees, and scribes. And just so that you can see how they look, let me just show you a Google image of them. They look like the elitists of their day, right? Trying to be the elitists of their day. Kirkland, where's Kirkland? You done? This is the scribes and Pharisees, right? That's them. They look all the elitists, and like they got everything together. They're the leaders of the people. And a lot of them was extremely wicked. Don't mind them, extremely wicked. In their desire to trap Jesus. All right. So those are the Pharisees and the scribes. Extremely religious people, by the way. So the Sanhedrin Council is a Jewish group made up of Pharisees, Sadducees, and scribes. How much of them were there? There was
between 30 and it was between 32 and 36.
Nope, far off. There were between 70 and 72.
You see, I was close. I just needed to add the 4, and I just had to add the. See, I was very close, Mr. Petit. I was close.
No, there were between 70 to 72 men in the group. There was no woman. Okay, just men. The Sanhedrin Council. Yes, sir.
Was there a reason why there was only that? Was there a reason?
Oh, because woman was not.
Can I answer this question for you, Mr. Petit?
Okay, go ahead. Try it.
So basically, in the olden days, women wasn't allowed to partake in any events that the men were associated with. And so basically, if the men would go to work, and the woman would stay home, basically.
Okay, that's very, very close. So For positions of leadership, women were not allowed to take part of, all right, as a general rule. Especially when it came to church activities. It
Yes,
was
sir.
always
Thank you for
reserved for men, yeah. So the Sanhedrin Council was responsible, so their job, right, their duty, they was responsible for judging religious matters. And they had a lot of influence, right? A lot of influence. People, the people revered them and trusted them. However, they did not have the power or the authority to give they did not have a power to give a person the death penalty. So that means that they were not allowed to kill anyone, but they were allowed to judge in affairs, but they cannot give no death penalty, right? Because they were a part of Rome, and so the people like Caesar and the governors could administer the death penalty, right? But not the chief priests and stuff. Now, the Pharisees of this group, this group was otherwise known as the elders. So the Pharisees were known as the elders, okay? All right. The Sadducees, these were Jews who followed the law of Moses, or Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Bible. And the Sadducees, they did not believe in angels, did not believe in spirits or the resurrection. This group was otherwise known as the chief priests. So the chief priests were known as that was the Sadducees. The Pharisees were known as the elders. All right. Then we have the scribes.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Erwin.
Yes, sir. I'm finished with the social studies. So.
Okay. Send me your notes for social studies, Erwin.
Waiting to get the write it down. So it's the one you take home.
Look in the chat. You should see the notes. So the scribes, these were Jews who studied Jewish religious law thoroughly. So the scribes were very studious, all right? And often taught, that is wrong. And often taught the law to others. So the Jewish and this group was otherwise known as the doctors of the law. So scribes were known as the doctors of the law, right? Pharisees were known as the elders, and Sadducees were known as the chief priests. Okay, so just make a note of that, those three things. So all of them are position of authority. They like authority. They like the pride and the power and influence of their position. Okay, but they were very wicked, some of them. And because they wanted to preserve their influence over the people and their status as a nation, that's why they actually was killed. So the Jewish religious leaders plotted to have Jesus killed because they were jealous or
They were
envious.
jealous of Jesus because Jesus had too much oh Lord, popularity
Yes.
over
right.
the people, and they were trying to follow in Jesus' footsteps, but then the high priest them got mad.
So yeah, a lot of popularity. How popular he was with the people. All right. They thought that they were losing influence over the people. Therefore, instead of listening to them, who the people start listening to?
Jesus.
Yeah, would begin listening began to follow Jesus. Okay, so so Jesus went to Jerusalem, and he went to Jerusalem like all Jews to celebrate the Passover. with his disciples.
Mr. Petit, what it means,
Huh?
man, what this means, and they say, chief priest scribes, the chief priest scribes.
No, was no even one of the chief priests, period. Then
Oh,
scribes. So they're not connected. So Jesus went to Jerusalem with his disciples. Why did he go? To celebrate the Passover festival. While he was there, the scribes and chief priests came up with the secret or with a plot, secret plan.
Mr. Petit, they did it in secret because they didn't want the people to start a riot.
Yes, very good. You're looking at my notes.
No, sir. It's just that for my exams I had this. So basically I have them memorized. And Arc is my favorite subject. My favorite subject, so
Me too.
Very good. It's a good plan to have Jesus killed.
Mr. B,
Go ahead.
I sent in my work from yesterday, and I sent in the BJC password. People, I don't understand.
What's the name? Kendrick?
Yes, sir.
All right. Once you do that, you could go.
Yes, sir. Good night.
However, no problem. Good night. However, they did not want to kill Jesus during the festival. They thought if they killed Jesus at this time, the people would riot. So you imagine planning to kill someone, planning to put someone to death, and you call yourself a religious leader? That is just wicked. Because some of them thought that Jesus was the long-awaited Messiah. So a lot of people in the crowd thought that Jesus was the Messiah. And so, they decided, you know what, we're not going to do it during the Passover, because if we do it, we're going to get backlash from the people. And we don't want that. All right. And so they didn't do it. All right. Now, who else was a part of this secret plan? Would you believe that one of Judas, you're right. Judas, do you imagine one of Jesus' very own disciple was a part of the secret plot, right?
just for 30 pieces of silver.
Wow.
30 pieces of silver. Yes, sir. Money, 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 money. So He betrayed Jesus. That's what betray means, to turn him over. So Jesus experienced everything, and that's why he's the best person to talk to about anything, because he experienced everything. He experienced betrayal, he experienced plotting, he experienced hatred, he experienced everything. So one of Jesus's disciples by the name of Judas Iscariot volunteered. Imagine volunteering to help the Jewish religious leaders with their plan. The Sanhedrin council promised to pay Judas 30 pieces of silver for betraying Jesus. All right. Okay, good. So that's the end of all of the writing. Once you are done with the writing, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me just put there's two quizzes. There's social studies quiz and there's the RP quiz. The social studies quiz is on the physical appearance of the Arawaks, and the religious studies quiz is on the plot against Jesus. I need you all to complete all two of them. I'm gonna put all two of them inside the chat. Make sure y'all complete all two of them. And send me the notes, send me the class notes as well. Once you've done that, then we're good. Okay, so why are you sending this to
Mr.
Shion?
Petit, can you please send the notes because your slide changed?
My slide in my screen. There we go.
Yes, sir, your screen.
Mr.
Yes. Go ahead.
My screen always flashing like black for some reason.
That's because don't worry about that. That's not a problem. Lanaya. Lanaya.
Mr. Petit, did you send information to me, please?
Oh, I still have it on the screen. I haven't moved it yet. So
I'm in this one, the next one we didn't do. What I
Well,
didn't finish.
yes, I sent that. Lanaya. Where's Lanaya? So finish write this for me, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can you resend the links in the chat for me, please? Because it's popping up as a photo and not the links.
If you scroll a little up from the photo, there's the links.
Yes.
All right, y'all finished with the slide? Can I move it?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No? Okay.
Excuse me, do you say once you're finished writing it, we could do the quiz?
Yeah, once you finish writing it, you have to do the quiz. Once you finish writing it, you can do the quiz. The rest of you who were doing the maths, y'all could log off the call and send the math work. Once you finish. For those who are, they are still because of language. I mean, still, for those who are still there because of math, you can log off and send the work. Send the work after you log off. It's already 9 o'clock.
Yes, Miss Petit.
Yes.
Can I leave because I school the moment?
No, you have to do your quiz before you go.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, sir.
I just finished the quiz. I can send the notes right now. I get a 20 or a 22.
Which one you did? The social studies or automatic?
I mean the religious.
All right.
Just
Good.
now, I can send the notes right now.
All right, good, perfect. Do not leave without doing your quizzes, your social studies and religious quiz. Don't leave without doing that.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, we tell you what we get on the quiz too?
Say it again?
Do we tell you what we get on the quiz?
Yes, please. Tell me what you got in the quiz.
I got 22 out of 22.
For which one?
Social.
Social, okay. And for you're gonna do the RK now, right?
Yes, sir.
Zaria, I need you to send me the photo again.
I'll send it right now.
For those of you doing social studies and RK, do not leave until you're done with your quizzes. Ajani, why did you leave the chat? Say it again. Finish what? What work? Did you finish the quiz for them? Okay, well, come back inside this some call and do the quiz. I said do not leave until you do the quiz. And now you could just leave. You have to tell me that you're leaving. You can't just dip out like that. Come back on this call, please.
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
can you see the grades like going on? Because I had done submit, and when I was going to press view score, I missed and press submit that over like
I
submitted
know.
that.
What is this? Social studies or
Social studies.
Studies? I can see the quiz, but I want to make sure you got a good score before you go. So studies. Let me see.
Mr. Petita, I ain't finished writing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I just sent mine and I'm done with the religious quiz.
Then what you got in the religious quiz?
I got a 20 or a 22.
20 out of 22. Okay, that's good.
Yes, sir. May I leave?
Yes, you can go now.
All right.
So,
Good
Mr.
night.
Petit, you send all them quiz to my WhatsApp, right?
Yes, you're welcome. Chat name. China. China, you got a 22 out of 22.
Okay.
Okay, who's okay? Who name okay?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sir.
Y'all better get yourself in this class.
Mr. Petit, I finished the second quiz.
That was what?
Religious. I got it 18 out of 22.
You got 18 out of 22?
Yes, sir.
Who is that? Gianna?
Yes, sir, Gianna.
That's an 82. All right, you could go. I mean, that's you finished all two?
Yes, sir.
You send me your notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then you could leave.
I get 80 out of 22. Right now?
80 out of 22?
Yes,
What you got? 18 out of 22?
yes,
All right, that's the pass. What is that? The social studies one or the RT?
That's the pass or that's not a
It is a pass. Now you have to do the RK one.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I finished all two of my quizzes. I got a 22 out of 22 for both of them, and I already sent in my religious studies notes.
Perfect. So that means you could go.
Good night.
Good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I got 20 out of 22.
All right, that's a pass. Please turn off the camera.
Mr. Petit, the screen move.
I said that to send out the notes to you.
I done with the religion and social studies.
Who said they're done with the
Latavia.
RT and social studies? Who's that?
Latavia.
What you got on them?
A 22 or a 22.
On which ones?
Both.
Both? Why you sound so much like Rashad and me?
Because that's my cousin.
Oh, okay. That sounded like.
Excuse me.
All right, did you send me the notes, Xavier?
I send them to you now.
Yeah, send them to me now, and then after that, then you could go.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, on my social studies quiz, I got a 22 out of 22. And on my RK quiz, I got a 22 out of 22. So I'm going to send you the pictures of the notes right now.
Perfect.
Excuse me, Mr. Bati.
Yes.
I got 22 out of 22 on social studies.
Okay.
Ms. Particular.
Destin, you finished?
Yeah, so
What all did you send them?
the notes and I put my grades in the
In the chat? Are you doing RK?
yes.
I don't see RK notes. I just see social studies notes.
Did you get the pictures, Mr. Boutique?
All right. I did.
Good night, Mr. Boutique.
Have a good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I finished all two tests. Yes.
What did you get? What did you get on them?
I got 20 out of 22 on both of them.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes?
I have to finish them. I only have a little more to finish and then I will send you them.
Okay, yeah, send them to me. Nope, you have to do it again.
Okay.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
One moment. Sanaya, what are you working on? Okay. Several things. Number one, 16 and 17 is not on that paper. And then number two, I made a mistake on, I think it was the one we have to cross multiply. Instead of doing 6 times 3 is 18, I did 6 times 3 is 36 or something like that. So just be careful for those. Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. T.
Go ahead.
I got an 18 out of 22 on the studies quiz.
You got a what?
18 out of 22.
18 out of 22 on a what? Social studies?
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes?
I haven't finished them yet.
Okay. You passed the quiz, but your notes ain't finished.
Excuse me,
sir.
Miss. I'm finished, Mr. Petit.
Dion, you sent your notes, yeah?
Yes, I did.
I can.
Good night.
Good night. What, 20? Okay, good. Send your notes to me, please.
Good night.
Good night.
I got 18 over 22, Miss. Mr. Petit on religious study, is that a pass or fail?
The pass.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
I got 20 out of 22 on the religious studies quiz.
20 or the 22?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Don't forget to send me your notes now.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I already sent it.
All right, good.
It's like unexpected surgeries, you know, it's been
Right. Let me end this call. I'm gonna end the recording.
So Mr. T, when I finish, send it to you?
Yes, for sure. So I'm gonna stop the